Hi guys, we are Southern Paranormal and we're back in Yoakum, Texas. We have came back to the Old Yoakum Hospital. We were here in December 10th, 2016, I believe it was. We had a wonderful time here. I mean, we had some wild things happen to us on there. We were on the 3rd floor. That was one that I remember anyway. It was on the 3rd floor and it's a little aggravated because we didn't think we was catching anything, any audio or anything. And we heard a little noise at the end of the corridor. And I walked down there to see what it was. And I heard a few little knocks and bangs behind my head, which I thought was Donald, but he ended up being on about halfway down the hallway, I think it was. He was running live and we had one camera going. I walked back up and we both had said, you know, that...
Stop.
You know. Sorry. We both had said that we didn't see anything, hadn't heard anything. And I stopped, turned the light off, leaned against the wall of the hall, and the footsteps continued up beside me. We both heard it, we both reacted to it at the same time, and it's also on the live video that he was shooting, which is really cool. So what are some of the things that you remember from our last trip here?
Well, last trip we were here, there's a priest that has a room in there that was his area, and he had polio, so he was in a wheelchair. Last time we were here, we caught a voice or heard a voice. Couldn't tell if it was male or female, but we're going to check that area out again. Also up on I believe it's the 2nd floor.
Well, you know, on the 2nd floor, there was a nurse killed up there. That's documented. I mean, we have a picture of the newspaper article and everything. Her husband came in, shot her right by the ICU, and the rest are in there, but there was nothing they could do. They couldn't save her. He fled the scene and went to his house and was captured there without incident. I mean, that's documented, and that's some of the sightings there. You know, 3rd floor, there's been said that that's where the attacks on the living have occurred and everything. That's where we got some of our strongest evidence and feelings too up there. But there's something about a nun too, ain't it?
Yeah, we just found out a couple days ago about reports of a blue nun. That's a nun that apparently, you know, at one time this building was owned by Catholic system. There was an order of nuns that basically took over the hospital for a long period of time. There's been reports of actually seeing a nun, apparition of a nun walking through the corridors and through the hallways. We talked to a lady today actually that was born here, and she had been told about from a doctor. The doctor was in here doing some stuff, and I think the place was already shut down, but he had saw this nun that come walking down the hallway and went into a room, and he went in there to find out what she was doing, and there was nobody there. They said they call her the blue nun because she gives off this blue aura.
That'd be cool. Well, it's starting to get dark here. We're going to carry y'all inside, like I was talking about a while ago, and show y'all the different areas where these things happen. The chapel, the 2nd floor, the 3rd floor, we got our evidence at, and we're going to show you around the hospital. We're going to go to an ER, which is a really cool place. They got all the x-rays, x-ray tables, everything right off there. Are you ready to go, man?
Let's go. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm Don with Southern Paranormal. We're back here at Yoakum, Texas at Old Yoakum Hospital. Come on down, Dole.
This is the 2nd time that we've been here. We came the first time, it was in December 10th, 2016. That's some pretty wild times in it. We actually had footsteps carry on the 3rd floor, right outside, and it was kind of, you know, a little aggravated that we haven't had anything that we knew of at the time. And then we had the steps just walk right up on us. And some of the other things that's in there, we also caught voices. I think it was in the chapel, maybe. The woman's voice was at the chapel area, and we've heard voices out through here, and but we've been wanting to come back, and we were supposed to come back last year, and we weren't able to make it. We came down a day early this time too. We are We came down on Friday night so we could be rested up and everything. Hit a bad storm on the way down. One cool thing about it too, we met a lot of people here. The fire department come out from Yoakum, you know, to get their t-shirts and everything. We put out that we were here and they came, and it was awesome. We also met another group from here. It was Cobra Paranormal, I believe it was. And we've been trying to get into Yorktown, and we haven't had any contacts, and it just so happened they were eating, you know.
At the same place where we were eating at today. We just kind of saw the trailer and everything, and just started a conversation. Actually, one of the guys that was with the member from Cobra was actually from Philadelphia, Mississippi. You know, long way from home. We've run into somebody that's really close to
over 600
home.
miles,
yeah.
And they're eating at the same time, same place we are. So maybe it's meant that we're supposed to go to Yorktown. We're going to try to coincide that with another one that we have. We are going to be at the USS Lexington in Corpus Christi. We're going to be investigating the first time we've ever done it over the water. Again, we're supposed to come there in 2016, and for whatever reason, it fell through. This time, they have contacted us, and we have it set. It should be in stone this time. We're going to coincide that one with Yorktown as well, so we can do one night, Friday night or whatever, at Yorktown, and then come in and do the USS Lexington.
Yeah, that'll be good. Last time we were here, we had a little bit of bad luck with our SD cards and our memory cards and everything on our camera systems. We actually lost everything that we had. It was a really good investigation last time. We had come in not knowing anything about really the inside of the building layout, and knew a few stories and some of the happenings that was going on. But I mean, we came in last time and just started looking for locations that were the hot spots, and we'd get up upon that spot and we'd start shooting a little video and all that, and somebody waving at us. And anyway, it was a really good investigation overall. You know, we got one area we'd finish up, and then we'd go to another area and shoot a video there and do our investigation stuff there. And it was really good all around. And then on the way home, we lose our SD cards. We lost all our footage. So we're going to try to reenact that whole situation that we had before. Except for losing the SD cards.
And it's par for the course, though. It wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't be our investigation or video unless there's always problems. We bought 7 or 8 new SD cards, 64 gig cards. Had everything on the way down, recording. We had great interaction with a lot of people, giving shirts out where we're stopped at and everything. And we ran into some very rough weather. We had all that on tape, everything. And then I guess every one of the cards were bad. So, you know, it's just par for the course with us. Yeah,
we run into heavy traffic, some construction and everything, right at the Texas state line, Louisiana-Texas state line. We've probably gone 5 miles an hour there for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think we had 20, 30 minutes easy. We lost just sitting still. And well, anyway, we're at the back of Yoakum Hospital right now. If we pull a shadow up here to the back, we're going to hook up here and bring the cables in. And I'm ready to get started getting there. What we're probably going to do is go to the different spots in there, the emergency room, second floor where the nurse lost her life.
Chapel.
The chapel, you know, where the priest had polio. We'll delve a little more in depth of that as we get in there and show the locations and everything. So, you ready to go, man?
Sounds good. Let's go. Hey guys, Donald with Southern Paranormal. We're inside the Old Yoakum Hospital right now. We're in the chapel area where the priest who had polio, this was his chapel area for the residents and the patients of the hospital. Last time we were here, we heard a voice inside this area. Couldn't really tell if it was male or female. So tonight we're going to try to make contact with the priest again, see if we can get something, good EVP, or get some interaction with him tonight. We were visited today by the Yoakum Fire Department, who come by and visited with us and got some t-shirts and we've swapped stories about the hospital, about different things that was going on in the hospital. They did inform us today that the priest we were just talking about, there is a news article in the local paper today that they are petitioning to make him a saint. So it's kind of ironic that it came out in today's newspaper, and then we're right here in the area again, going to conduct an investigation here at the hospital again. So anyway, stay tuned. We're going to go and see some other spots in the hospital, and we'll catch you in a minute.
Hey guys, I'm Doyle with Southern Paranormal. Tonight we are back at the Old Yoakum Hospital in Yoakum, Texas. We were here 2 years ago in, I guess it was December. And we've showed you around on the outside just a little bit. Right now we are in the entrance to the ER. Just a lot of folks have came through this ER. Just think of the traumatic and the stain that it's probably left on this area in itself. When you go back into here, you'll see the x-ray rooms, the patient's rooms, and different things like this. We may show you, some of those. But when we were out there after the first takes on the outside, a lady came up to us and talking to us and everything. And she was trying to find out how to get in the hospital and everything and look around, that her and her sister wanted to, that their brother actually passed away here. He was 13 years old at the time, and he had drowned at a swimming pool here, and so I'm sure he was wheeled in through this section right here. And who knows, he still may be wandering the halls here, and that would have been cool if we could have brought them in, but anyway, we are fixing to head up to the second floor, and then our favorite, which is the third floor. That's where the attacks on the living is supposed to be happening and everything, and that's where we had a lot of our experiences. I guess you may say we had the footsteps and noises and everything. Right up there, it's really it has a different feel to it, in my opinion. Anyway, all right, guys, we'll see y'all up there in just a few.
Hey guys, I'm Donald with Southern Paranormal. This is Doyle, Southern Paranormal also. We're in the Old Yoakum Hospital up on the second floor in the IC unit, special care unit. Just down the hall here is an elevator where site was where a nurse who apparently was having an affair with a doctor was shot and killed.
Her husband came up to where she was working, and he shot her with the .22 on here. They tried to save her and everything, but they were unsuccessful. The husband fled the scene from here and went back to his house. The police picked him up there without incident and everything. We have got online, which we'll probably, cut to and show you here in just a second, the actual newspaper clipping and the article of the incident when it happened at the time. So, and there's been people that supposedly have seen her in this area and everything, and so we'll probably have equipment set up here and do a couple of EVP stations up here as well. And I guess now we're probably going to the third floor, and this is one where the attacks of the living, attacks on the living, supposedly taking place. That's when we had, last time we were here, we had most of our, most activity that we had for the night was on the third floor. So, let's go. Okay guys, we are now on the third floor. This is where the attacks on the living have been said to happen. And this is where me and Donald had, is actually this location was where we had the, we didn't think anything was happening, and we kept hearing something from down this way. And I walked down and listened, and I heard knocking back behind me. I thought it was Donald, but you were out up here, and
yeah, we were actually doing a live feed, just like we are now with this video and stuff. We were actually doing a live feed right where the cameras are set, and I was kneeling down on the floor, and Doyle had just come walking back up from that area, and he had got behind the other camera we were videoing, and I made a comment. It's like, look, do something. We ain't heard nothing, seen nothing. And by the time we both heard footsteps coming down the hall where he had been just previously. And if you go on our website, southernparanormalms.com, and look up Old Yoakum Hospital video, you'll find the actual video footage from that actual incident.
And I'll probably put it right in here too, so I can just see it. You know. Nothing at all.
Seen nothing, heard nothing. You just heard walking down there.
Yes, sir, I did too.
We just heard walking down the hall where Doe had just come from too.
Are you here? On this one too, but we also have a lot more live video that's online from Yoakum. We lost a lot of video, but we did come away with a lot of live feeds and everything. That's pretty interesting. One of them where we got lost up here. We walked around for like 15 minutes trying to find a way out before because there's another stairwell that I don't remember where it leads, but it don't lead back down. So
it actually leads downstairs, but it goes to the outside door. So we had to go down and then walk right back up.
So. Well, we're probably fixing to go down there, and his phone's about dead when they put it on charge and everything. Maybe get mine and start on it. Are you live on Facebook page?
We're live right now on Facebook right now.
On the Southern Paranormal Facebook, which I'll probably start up on there too, on mine here just a little bit. But y'all, we're eager to get going. I hope y'all enjoy it, man.
Ready? Yep, let's go. And that's a wrap.